right, good morning everyone, and welcome. My name is Susan, and we're going to do a nice little half-hour Pilates class on the mat. All right, so first of all, the breathing is in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now when you exhale through the mouth, I want a loud, forceful exhale like the letter H in hollow. And when you exhale, I want you to engage your core. So basically suck your gut in when you exhale. All right, so inhaling, thoracic breathing through the side of the chest. Exhale. All right, so if you're new to this, try your best, but every time you exhale, basically belly button to spine. All right, so Pilates stance, heels together, feet into a V. Now, before we begin as well, every breath you take is exactly the same, so try not to hold your breath, all right, or forget to breathe, of course. And also do what you can, listen to your body, and respect your limitations. If something we do is not going to feel good for you, or it's going to aggravate a condition or cause you pain, please don't do it. You can try it. If you only want to do one and you can only do one, then just do one. Don't worry about it. Stop and rest. We do a lot of resting between, and when we take little rests and little breaks between exercises, it's normal breathing. All right, but I'll cue you on that as well. All right, so let's connect with our breath. The first 4 breaths we're going to take on the exhale. I want your thighs together, pelvic floor tight, belly button to spine, buttocks tight, and I want you to visualize you've got a belt tightening around your ribs. So basically engage and squeeze everything, just for the first 4 breaths. So arms standing nice and tall, always being aware of your posture, arms hanging down. Let's go, breathe. And full inhale, big breath. Exhale, squeeze everything. Keep going. And one more. And all right, perfect. Release. Now shake it out, roll out the ankles, roll the shoulders out. Now the rest of the warm-up, we're going to do a little warm-up just to kind of get the body loosened up a bit and to connect with the breath, and then we'll get to work, all right? So feet are hip distance apart. All right, standing tall, the belly button to spine is all I want you to do for the rest of the warm-up, the rest of the class. Let's go, inhale up. And starting to wake up the shoulders, the upper body. Breathe, exhale. Belly button to spine, keep going up. And one last time, up. And down, and roll it out. Roll it out. Shake it out if you like. All right? So what we're going to do now is a nice calf raise. All right, so what we're going to do, I'll show you quickly. I'm going to come up onto the balls of the feet, come all the way down. All right? So let's work some nice lower leg muscles. And the strength of the toes, the feet, and the ankles as well. Now the arms can go to the side, or if you want, you can bring them all the way up. Find yourself a little focal point, a spot on the floor to stare at. That'll help you with your balance, all right? Let's go. And inhale up. And these you can practice, if you want to stand and hold on to a counter or a wall. If you find that it's really good to work on these lower parts, strong parts of our legs for our balance. And one last time, up. Stay here, breathe. One more, and down. Now, roll it out. Shake it out, release the tension in the ankles. This is normal breathing. Roll the shoulders out. All right, so let's do one more. Arms to the side. Inhale, arms back, look over the right shoulder. Exhale, forward, arms down. Left. So this is a gentle warm-up of the shoulders, also a nice release of the chest, stretching up the pectorals, and a gentle neck stretch. Belly button to spine, suck your gut in every time you exhale. One more on both sides. And down and roll it out. Perfect. All right, let's get to work. So now we're going to get onto our hands and knees. Now, with Pilates, I use yoga mats. I have actually 2 mats together here, so it's a little bit thicker. You can use an actual Pilates mat, which is a little bit thicker mat. I've cut some up, so if you need to use a little extra padding underneath your knees or your wrist, It's okay to have a thicker mat for Pilates. There's no problem there at all. All right, so into our table. We're gonna do a couple little stretches before we get into our Superman. All right, so knees and hips lined up, arms lined up. Let's do some cat and cow. And this is normal breathing. So head up, sacrum up, C-scoop spine. And then arch the back, chin to chest, belly button, spine. Let's do a couple more of these. A nice little stretch. When you come up into your cow, you get a stretch into your chest and into your abdominals. And then when you get into your cat, you get a nice stretch, lengthening the spine, releasing upper back, and a really nice stretch for the lower back. One more. We do this in our yoga class as well. All right, perfect. Now, shake off the hands and wrists. If you find this is really hard on your wrist, this is where the extra padding comes in. You can double up your mat, or if anything, you can go on your fist if you need to. It changes the angle of the wrist. Now we're going to do a nice Superman. And this particular one is working on upper body, lower body coordination. And let me show you quickly. I'm going to come out with my right leg, left arm. We're going to come up and then come down. Tap or hover. So when you lift your leg up, you're going to feel a nice engagement of your quad, of your hamstring, of your buttock, lower back muscles as well, and abdominals. Try and have it level to your back or lower spine. Ready? Let's go. Inhale up. Make sure you're looking at the floor. Your head is level with your spine. Exhale down. Again, up. Again, up. Now, the next time you come up, if you can, stay here. Breathe. One more. Down. All right. Let's take a little rest before we go to the other side. Lean back, open up your knees and just lean back, rest on your forearms, rest your hands on your wrists, just bow your head. And this will be normal breathing. This is a little stretch called the shell. So it's just a nice stretch for your back, actually for pretty well your whole body, but this is a chance to rest your wrists. Okay, now let's get ready. Come back up. Let's go to the other side, all right? So now we're going to do left leg, right arm. So stretch it out. Let's go. Inhale up. And don't forget the breath. Belly button to spine on the exhale. Challenging your balance as well. And now, next time you're up, stay here. Down and rest. Come back in your shell and take a little rest. So we take a lot of little rest just to slow down the heart rate, slow down the breath, and just release the tension as it accumulates. Perfect. Now come back up. Now let's get into a seated position. Let's do a few things from here. Now, our Pilates practice is working on strengthening your body. We're also working on balance, flexibility, posture, and a little bit of clearing your mind as well. Okay, wonderful benefits to our Pilates class. So now we're going to do a few moves from a seated position. Now, very important that you keep your back straight, your neck is long, and you're looking forward. This one here is called an open leg rocker. Let me show you quickly. I'm going to give you a couple of different ways to do this, but keep your back straight and look forward. Okay, try not to be rolling your neck in and hunching, rolling your spine. Keep it nice and strong. So this way you use the strength of the muscles up and down your back with your core muscles to keep you nice and level and even and from rolling over. All right. Now, open leg rocker. We're going to come up like this. All right. Hands behind the legs. We're going to come leg up and down. Now, if you can't get your leg all the way up, don't worry about it. Even if you get your leg here, even if you just manage to hang out here, that's fine. You're going to feel it in the quad. You're going to feel it in your hip flexors as well. You're really getting a little fire in the belly. So do what you can. If you do one or two and you find you're done, just come back down right here and just rest. Okay? Ready? Roll the shoulders out. Don't overthink it. Just do what you can. But keep that breath going. Rocking up. Inhale up. And exhale down. Now the progression to this one here, as you get stronger, is to be able to release the hands. Keep going. Up. And up. Stay here. One more. Down. Now, slowly rest. This is your resting. Whenever we do any seated positions, this is where you can come to rest. Just relax your legs, bow your head. Let your arms go limp and just take a little rest. Rest your belly, a little fire in the belly, all right? Come up. Now the rests we take are really short. They're not long. It's just enough time to kind of regroup and carry on. Let's go to this side. I'm going to do the left one here. Roll the shoulders out, relax. Maybe this side you can do more, maybe this side you have to do less. And let's go. Inhale up. And now your back is straight, your neck is long, and you're looking up. And breath, inhale up, exhale. Now, the next time we're up, we're staying there. And down and rest. And it doesn't matter how many times you do this, you should feel it. That's why we're only doing sets of 4. Normally in my classes, we do sets of 5, we hold for 5. Some of the things we do, we might do a few more, but if you do them right, you do them with precision and control, you don't have to do a lot of them if you do them right? So the positioning, the way your body is set up, it's very important, okay? So, guess what? Now we have to do both legs. So, sitting nice and tall, roll the shoulders out, rocking up. All right, ready? Let's go. Inhale up. And working with control, precision, concentration, centering, and breath. 5 principles of our Pilates practice. Let's go up, stay here. One more. And down. Just slow down the breath, just rest. That feels good. All right, and come up. Roll the shoulders up. Let's do one more from this position, from a seated position. So this particular one here is called a roll down. So let me show you this one here. Nice and comfortable on your sit bones. Legs are a little bit wider. Now this one here, I'm going to give you a little demo, and then you can kind of figure out where you need to be on this one here. Again, my back is straight, my neck is long, and I'm looking forward. If you want to look up a little bit, that's fine too. Arms are released. I'm going to inhale down. Now, when you come down, I want you to get to the spot where your belly gets hard and you get stuck. And if you're not very strong, it might just be here. That's okay. And then exhale up. Those of you who are a little stronger, you can go down a little further, up. Now, this here is all about strengthening. This is all about core. So you really feel a lot of fire in the belly. Keep your back straight. You're working all the muscles in your back as well. You're going to feel your quads engaging and the hip flexors as well. All of these other muscles are helping you move your heavy torso up and down, all right? If you get tired, just reduce your movement. You don't have to give her and go all the way down. And if you get super tired, stop, come here and rest, okay? Now, ready? Let's go. Inhale down and nice and slow. Now this is where you really find the power of the exhale. Belly button to spine. There's so much power there. When you exhale, it helps you. So the inhale, the exhale of the belly button to spine is called the powerhouse. So when I say engage your powerhouse, that's what I mean. Belly, kiss your spine with your belly button. Keep going. And 2 more. Now, next time you lean back, if you're still with me, stay there and breathe. One more. And all the way up. And right into your rest. That'll get your heart rate up. Now, Pilates is not a cardio. I mean, it will get your heart rate up a little bit, which is wonderful. Just take time, let it slow down a little bit, all right? So I find it's very important to take a quick little rest. It's just even like not even a minute sometimes. But you know what? It just releases the tension as it accumulates. And you know, otherwise you run out of gas, and the next move you make, you're all over the place and you lose track of your breath. The breath is there to guide you. It's very important to keep track of the breath. And when the breath changes, if it starts to get labored or you forget to breathe, that's when you have to stop, think about what you're doing, maybe take a break if you have to. All right, so now we're going to get onto our backs. Now, this is where I offer, for those of you who don't have a strong core, to use a little strap, okay? Now, back is nice and anchored to the floor, shoulders are relaxed. Let me show you this one here. This is called the single and double leg lift. I'm going to give you a few different ways to do this one here. I'll show you the actual way and I'll show you the modified way. Legs are going to come up. Just having your legs up to the ceiling takes a lot of core strength. What we're going to do here is you're going to inhale, heel down to 1 o'clock and exhale. If you can, we're going to do 2 o'clock. And those of you who are a little stronger, if you want to go a little further down and all the way. Now this one here, if you want, you can put your right foot on the floor, focus on the left leg. That's fine. Now, if you have a hard time doing any of that, this is where our lovely strap comes in. Now, the strap will go on your foot. This one here might be easier to put your right foot on the floor. The strap, you can have it in one hand or both hands, and just do the same thing. The strap is a little helper, all right? It just helps you keep your leg up if you don't have the core strength, all right? So, I'm going to do the full version. You can choose whatever feels good for you. If you get tired, come down and rest. Legs up, left leg. Arms on the floor, shoulders are relaxed. Let's go. Inhale. And I'm doing 1 and 2 o'clock. I might do a few lower. But even if you find you only can do 1 o'clock, just even if you barely move, that's fine as well. Follow the breath. And more. And now, the next time you bring your leg down, wherever it needs to be, stay there and breathe. Try to relax the shoulders, focus on the breath. Now, let's rest. Knees in, give yourself a little hug, and just rock. Pardon me, this is just normal breathing. Just rock, release your spine, stretch your back out, give yourself a little massage. And then I want you to quickly just straighten your legs, stretch it all out. Bring your arms over your head if you'd like. Or you can have your arms to the side, doesn't matter. And just stretch out your belly, stretch out those thighs, your hip flexors. Because we're going to do the other side now. And come up. So those two stretches are the ones we do when we're laying down. The hug and the stretching out the body. In any order, whatever feels good for you. All right, let's try the other side. Make sure the shoulders are comfortable, your back is anchored. Other side, again, if you prefer to do it this way or with the strap, absolutely. Ready? Right leg. Inhale and now the left leg should not be moving. We're only working with the one leg right now. Down. And this is called a single leg lift and a double. We're going to do the double in a few minutes. 2 more if you're still with me. If you're tired, don't be shy. Rest. Now, the next time you bring your leg down, wherever it needs to be, stay there and breathe. One more. And up and rest. Oh, those legs feel pretty heavy right now. And just take a few seconds just to let your body stretch or release, decompress, and lengthen those muscles, releasing the tension. And when you give yourself a hug, really working on releasing the lower back, because the lower back, you can feel it. It's working really hard. All of those muscles work along with your core. Everything works together. All right, guess what? Let's do double leg lifts now. This one here, if you find you're getting tired, if you want to bend your knees a little and do it this way, that's fine as well. All right, ready? Let's go. Inhale. And this is a little bit tougher because now we have to move both of these heavy legs. And our legs are pretty heavy. Relax. One more. Now, the next time you bring your legs to wherever they need to be, that's where I want you to stay. Breathe. One more. Bend and rest. Whew. Those never get easy. All right, perfect. And a nice little hug. Okay, now, just keep your stretches going. I'm going to see what we're going to do next. All right, we have time to do another one. Now the next one, we're going to stand our back a little bit longer. Now, adjust the shoulders, make sure you're nice and comfortable. The next one is called a figure 8. So we're going to have the legs up. Let me show you width again, and if you need to, if your belly's really tired and you have your strap handy. This strap I got at a fabric store, but you can use a nice thick rope or anything. It's about 2 meters long. So I'm going to show you with the strap and without. Now, you can have the strap in one hand if you want. We're going to do a figure 8. You're going to inhale around to the right, exhale, and then to the left. So actually, what I want you to do, now if you need a little bit more strength, or you can choke up if you're not that strong. If you find you're getting a little stronger and loose, give yourself a little slack and let your legs at work do a little bit more work. You can make that adjustment as you go along. So I want you to visualize that you've got a pencil between your toes and you're drawing that number 8 on the ceiling. You're going to do both directions, all right? So legs up to the right. Let's go. Inhale around and to the other side. Inhale around, exhale to center, pause. Again. If you have to pause, you have to stop to take an inhale anyway. So that breath is there to guide you. Now the size of the circle depends on how strong you are. This action is coming from the hips. So if you do a little circle, that's fine. If you decide to want to do a little bit bigger circle, make sure your hips and your back do not leave the floor. You are stuck to the floor. Inhale around. And stop. Take a quick little rest if you need to. Stretch that lower back out. Because we're going to do it again. This time we're going to start from the left. You can do the opposite circle if you'd like. Ready? Get yourself set up to the left. Pardon me. Inhale around. Nice and slow. Slow it down. Follow the breath. It's not a race. One more nice and big number 8 if you're still with me. If you're not, rest. And that's it. Bend. Rest. That you should have felt. A lot of fire in the belly. Really working. Strengthen the abdominals. The hip flexors. The thighs, the quads, the hamstrings, the buttocks, pelvic floor muscles as well. And don't forget your little hug. All right, perfect. Okay, so from here, we are going to be getting up to a seated position very, very slowly. So come up to a seated position. And from here, we're going to get right up to standing. So, right up to standing. Nice and slow, all right? You don't have to move as fast as I do. And take your time. All right, so now we're going to do a few stretches and we're done. So I want you to take a nice wide V, all right? Now this is just normal breathing because it's just a nice few stretches, all right? So standing nice and tall, right arm up, a nice lateral, a V lateral stretch. So reaching up, and this is going to lengthen and stretch the whole right side of your body from your fingertips all the way down, stretching out your belly, your lower back, your hips. It's a wonderful, a nice lateral flexion of the spine as well. Keeping the spine side to side. We worked it forward, we worked it backward. Spine is nice and safe and healthy and balanced. And come up, use your core muscles. Also your obliques as well. And reach, just relax. Lovely, just lengthen that side of your body, release and come up. Come all the way up. Stretch it out. Now from here, we're going to get ready for a V straddle split. Now, if you find that getting your head below your hips is going to make you dizzy, you can come here, put your hands on your knees, and come down halfway. Otherwise, we're going to come all the way down, hinging with the hips. Legs are straight. If you need to soften your knees, do it. Don't worry about it. It's just a stretch. The V straddle split is a wonderful full body stretch, starting to really lengthen that spine, stretch out all those muscles up and down your back, your lower back. You can feel it behind your legs, into your hamstrings as well. Walk your hands to the left, a little bit closer to the left foot. The further you go left, the deeper the stretch. You're going to feel it into the left hamstring, into the right side of your body, into the right inner thigh. Walk your hands to center, go to the other side. Come back to center. Bend the knees, come up very slowly, reversing the blood flow so you don't get dizzy. Nice and slow. Let's get those legs and feet together. All right, give yourself a big hug for coming out today, and a clap for you and me and all our friends out there, and we're done. So, thank you. That's it. That's our little quickie class, and I hope you enjoyed that. And always remember, the breath is what keeps you going in Pilates. And I know if you've just started, or if you're new to this or haven't done it in a while, you know, you have to really think about the breath. So really concentrate on what you're doing. So that's another nice benefit of our Pilates practice, is it kind of tunes everything else out, because you have to think about what's going on right now in this moment. You don't have time to think about what's going on later or earlier. Focus on what you're doing. Try to keep the right form and breathe. All right, so my name is Susan, and today is Monday, June 29th, I believe. So let's see if we can get outside, get some sun on your face, do some stuff, go golfing, play, find something that makes you happy, and keep moving. We'll see you again soon. Thank you.